I've got to catch a train.
Wait a minute. Mr. Big Shot with the briefcase wants to catch a train. What's the matter, Mike, huh? What's the matter?
Look, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I didn't see you.
You didn't see me? Well, now, how come is that? Nobody else has any trouble seeing me. I'm a pretty big guy. Or maybe you didn't want to see me, huh?
Oh.
Maybe unto you I'm nothing, huh?
Look, I apologize. What do you want, to fight?
Maybe. You think you can give me one? Oh, hold it, Mike. You let me go. Hey, go ahead. You make me let you go. Go ahead. See, you ain't so tough after all, are you? Come on. Come and get it, huh? Come on, Jimmy. Come on. Now, you ain't so tough.
Okay, break it up. What's going on here?
He started. All I did was defend myself.
You sure did, mister. This guy's dead.
He enjoyed it. He really enjoyed it.
Order? Please. No, that's a lie. Order.
Yes, he was, Harry.
Order.
I know you're his brother, and I ought to know the times he beat the kids and he beat me. He was a brute, just like you.
No, don't listen to her. She's lying. She's as bad as he is. She comes in here and she talks for the guys that murdered Frank. They bought her. That's what they did. They bought her. So we can get off and walk around free.
Mr. McCleary, would you please tell us what you do for a living, how long you've been doing it, and by whom you're employed?
I'm a stockbroker with Rosner, Lockett, and Lipscomb. I've been with them for 8 years.
You live with your family?
I do.
Who are the members of your family?
My wife, Margaret, my son, Bobby.
Do you recall what happened on April 3rd of this year at 5:45 p.m. on East 40th Street?
I do.
Would you please describe what happened, telling us exactly what was done by the decedent and what was done by you?
I was on my way to Grand Central Station to catch a train to my home when I accidentally collided with the decedent. When I tried to go my way, he grabbed my briefcase and pushed me to the ground when I attempted to retrieve it. Then he grabbed me by the coat and began to hit me.
Do you remember how you fought back?
No, all I recall is a feeling of desperation, a feeling of trying to be free of them. I guess I blacked out.
What is the next thing you remember?
He was lying at my feet.
Do you remember what happened a few minutes ago with Mr. Cook's brother?
Just up to the point where he attacked me.
You remember defending yourself?
But not specifically. I mean, I recall just afterwards what I had done, but not while I was there.
What did you do during the war? I mean, what kind of training did you receive in the service? Any particular kind with respect to self-defense?
Yes, I had commando training with certain elements of judo and karate.
For how long? How intensively?
A number of months, several hours a day.
Did you ever use it in combat?
Yes. 3 times.
Tell me now, at any time since the war, other than this, have you had this kind of assault made upon you?
No, that was the first time.
Thank you. Your witness.
Mr. Mr. McCleary, this training you received during the war, was the purpose of it for attack or for defense?
Both. It was kill or be killed.
Then the aim was not to disable your opponent, but to kill him.
Yes, but the whole
That's
meaning...
so.
Is there any redirect, Mr. Preston?
Your Honor, my client wishes a change of plea from not guilty to guilty.
Is this a final and considered decision on the defendant's part?
It is, Your Honor.
And you are aware of the possible consequences?
I am.
I respect your decision, as I respect you for making it.
Your Honor, my client wishes to make a statement at this time.
Well, this is a little bit irregular, but go ahead. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
I don't really know where to begin. I killed this man, and maybe I would have killed his brother if I hadn't been stopped. Everybody says there's nothing wrong with me. My family, friends, my attorney, psychiatrist. To hear it all, none of it was my fault. Just because I was a soldier, because I was taught how to kill. But is it right for me to plead not guilty? Just because it was all right to kill once, and because I can afford the lawyers and the experts to prove that it was? And what do we say about the death of a man? We say it doesn't really matter because he was a bully when he was alive. That's the epitaph we leave him. We say he isn't any loss. His own wife says it. Well, that isn't true, because he fathered 6 children, and he was a person, and that's enough reason for living in this world. The people who defend me say, if there hadn't been a war, and I hadn't been taught to kill, I would never have killed Frank Cook. But, in a way, wasn't it my fault there was a war? I mean, whose fault is it that there are wars and people learn to kill? Aren't we all to blame? Aren't we all bullies at one time or another, in one way or another? Aren't we all guilty? Aren't we all responsible? I think we are. I think I am. And that's why I don't want to run away from this thing. I plead guilty.
Jury is dismissed. Bail is continued until sentencing, which I'll set for May the 16th. Court is adjourned.
What do you think will happen to us? It's hard to say. Could be a year in prison. Maybe a suspended sentence. If he's willing to accept it. What do you think, Frank?
I don't know. I'd guess a year. Well, Larry, I guess there's one case nobody won.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all.